Hi, YouTube, and welcome on back. Hey, we're gonna get started with season 2. Time has flown by, and I'm so excited to get into this. In case you guys don't know who I am, hi, my name is Ed. I am a psychologist. I analyzed season 1, and I think I went a little overboard with 7 hours of just analyzing the OP. Like, the OP by itself was 7 hours worthy of analysis. But in season 1, I've had a lot of people come through. They haven't spoiled anything. They have literally just stated, hey, it seems as though you beat the author at some plot points that were later written, while the manga in season 1, when it was still going on, was barely touching on some elements. Ladies and gentlemen, this channel is all about analysis. It's all about the psychological analysis of the characters, of the environment, of what's being presented, and being able to go ahead and like analyze what's happening and why that's happening, and how psychology can go ahead and talk about trauma points and talk about like how cyclical certain things are in nature. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, grab a drink, grab a snack. It's bound to be a long one. I'm not going to say 6 hours long, but it'll at least be a couple hours long, worthy of an analysis. It's not like most reaction channels. Is you're going to be emoji reactions throughout it? Absolutely. Are you kidding me? But for the most part, is it going to be heavily leaning into let's break this scene apart? Yes. So if you guys are into this, if you guys are into analyzing deep characters, breaking apart the psychology of Aqua, having, looking deeper into like what love means for I and 1,001 other characters out there, come and join us. We're here on Twitch. Every Friday will be Oshinoko Friday from here on out, ladies and gentlemen. Every Friday is going to be Oshinoko Friday here on Twitch. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's fucking go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
大きな戦があった。名だたる強者たちが己が信念と野望を胸に争い続けたが、その戦いに勝者はなく、世界の命運を決める21の刀が極東の地に散らばった。この物語は、ある男が一振りの刀を手にすること。
I'll let the scene play out, because what the fuck, this is beautiful. I have a lot to say about this. Theatrically, I have a question for y'all. In a big way, this is very Brechtian. They could have approached this 1,001 other ways by actually showcasing that we are, like just the action that's happening in, but no. In fact, this decides, right? This decides to go ahead and put us in the audience's seat. This decides to go ahead and actually take the time to put us, the audience, in the audience's seat. I want you guys to go ahead and conceptualize this. Everything is done for a purpose, right? I know it's a play. Don't get me wrong. It's someone that's done a lot of plays, someone that's done a lot of like theater. It makes me wonder this. Who are we watching? Whose perspective is this? Ladies and gentlemen, who are we watching? Huh? Who's the man behind the camera? Or the girl behind the camera? Seeing all of this. Hey, yo. Seeing the way that like this is throwing us out into the audience, it actually kind of makes me wonder, like, why are they using this Brechtian approach? Laugh my fucking ass off. Like, why are they using this Brechtian approach to go ahead and do storytelling, and even past that, right? It sets us up, psychologically speaking, it sets us up in the mood for going ahead and seeing the show, which brings it even further. Is this whole thing a farce? Is this whole thing quite literally a show within a show whose show is the show of the show? No, that probably doesn't make sense. But essentially, are we truly witnessing people being people, or are we witnessing the mask of individuals that are the characters that we know? And I know it's a play. I know it's 1,001 things. But let's go ahead. Brechtian, Brecthian, I believe. Brecht. Like that, I believe. Can we watch it? Yeah, we can. Absolutely. But also the colors of this, right? Is it like blue and red, right? So we have Aqua and Ruby clearly from this. So thank you. So in comes in my question. Is this, yes, it's a play, but is this play a good representation of what may come in the future? Is this play, The Conflict Saw No Victor, a big representation of, say, struggles, future endeavors, and whatnot? Maybe even a separation or a conjunction between both sides, and how that's probably not going to necessarily play out in anyone's favor. Let me back it up, or we'll go through with it. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
かつて大きな戦があった。名だたる強者たちが己が信念と野望を胸に争い続けたが、その戦いに勝者はなく、世界の命運を決める21の刀が極東の地に散らばった。この物語は、ある男が一振りの刀を手にすることで始まる。
Oh. Yo, this is a banger, I ain't gonna lie. Just the introduction to these characters, this is great. Alright, I Onme Cinema. Now, I ain't saying I wouldn't thirst, but would I thirst? Yeah. yes, I probably fucking would, brother. God damn. God. Hey, sorry. I already know some people are gonna get fucking mad. Oh, shit, brother. That's sick. Tokyo Blade. Interesting. So first off, I wish all theaters had the capability of doing like cinema with theater aspects like this. How much money do you think this costs to make or do, man? It must be so fucking expensive. I ain't even gonna lie. Like it must be so fucking expensive to go out and do something like that. 2.5 theater peak. Yeah, expensive as shit. I'm not even gonna lie. But through this, I guess comes in my question. Maybe you guys know more about this, or maybe I have just forgotten. What style of acting does Aqua use? They might have mentioned it in season 1, or maybe it's set in the future. It's not. If it's a spoiler, feel free. Like it's just the acting style that Aqua uses. I'm really, really curious. You cannot comment. There's a couple of styles out there. You know, you have Stanislavski, you have Meisner, you have modern day, more like, you know, Shakespearean versions. We have, I don't know the types of acting out. There's different types of acting, just like there's different types of therapeutic intervention. And same goes for all the whole cast, right? What style of acting does people use, right? Method actor, or, oh, I do this or I do that, right? Based on what I remember from stuff earlier, not really mentioned. Oh, I know it's camera versus stage. Yes, you do have camera versus stage. But even within stage, you have breakdowns as to what type of acting style do you go ahead and use, right? Akana is method acting. I know we know that much for sure. But in comes in my main question. We're observing all these characters come through, and we're seeing this play. And I guess this is a very serious question, a very real question, which is how much of a reflection will this play have in the future going in the show? Is this play gonna, like, yes, is it like, is it a play? Absolutely. It's a play within an anime, right? But will this play actually have ramifications or some sort of message for what may come in the future of the show? Even past that, guys, what team are you? And before we go into the opening, because you already know that this is probably going to take quite a number of hold on. Team Akane. Just bear with me for a second. Bear with me.
戦があった。名だたる強者たちが己が信念と野望を胸に争い続けたが、その戦いに勝者はなく。
Okay, question for you guys. Sorry, my mind's going fucking wild off of this. You guys already got me fucking going, and we're only in the fucking opening here. Legitimate question for you guys. Let me see. Can I bring this up? Yes. We've been working off of the assumption that it's Ruby Aqua, which goes down into their friends, right? Akana Mem, right? And Director Kun. They all take part in the film and theater and music, right? But does question mark have other partners or other kids out there in this world that may already be seeped deep into the fucking roots of this whole entertainment motherfucking industry, and Aqua and Ruby might be making fucking waves unknowingly, and the fucking ripples are shaking all the way fucking back as though shit is going through and being in that way, right? That is my question, is are there other people under the direct influence of whoever question mark may be that word of what is happening? Are you calling the dad? Question mark. Yeah, the dad. Exactly. Slap that bad board harder. So that's the main regard. That's the main aspect that I'm trying to go ahead and bring up. And even past that comes in the question of what does this mean? As an observer, right? As the observers that we are, seeing everything that's going on, what does that mean? Why are we being placed in this immediate scenario where we have to go ahead and observe all the pain, all the misery, everything that's going on, and genuinely empathize with these two characters? Sorry, I'm looking at this and it's like the whole like world divided type thing, right? You have one character going forward. I didn't notice the pull. Would have kind of if I did. One going forward, one going backward, one in light, one in shadow, one has a mask. I think the other one doesn't. Let me just make sure. I mean, no, the other one doesn't. So in comes in the regard. If they were to take their mask off, who is left? Genuine question. I know we're about to go into the opening right now. I don't fucking know. So if they were to take off their mask, right? Like let's say that like I were to go ahead and like pull off my mask and hold it here, who is left behind? If we were to go ahead and be like, hey, you know what? Even for yourselves, like let me take off your mask. Like, hey, get over here. Come on. Let me go ahead and just take off your mask. Who is left behind? Who would you leave behind, ladies and gentlemen? I know, just yoink for the gifted. What would be left behind? What version of you is still there? Is it like, hey, you know what? That was work me. Hey, that was social me. Inside, I'm fucking anxious. Hey, that was the version of me that I'm like, yeah, my face. It hurt as a little kid. Like, who is still left there? That is a real question that I have. With that being said, kind of wonder how dark is Oshinoko gonna get? Let's keep going. I'll back it up right over here. I don't know if animation choice, but it's slightly unsettling. I don't know if animation choice or if slightly unsettling. Can we fund Ed a trip to Japan so he can watch a 2.5D show? You hear the claps. You don't see them clapping though. I'm not sure if this is done on purpose for like, you know, the aspect of like like the more you look at it, the more it's like, wait a fucking minute. Like you could be so enthralled in what's going on that if you just take a like it's because it's dark and you would still see a little bit of people shifting in any other anime. Remember, everything is done for a purpose, right? Um, to animate each person clapping. You could still animate some people. It doesn't have to be everyone, Saris. But my question done is being said with that is it being done on purpose so that for those that like are able to go and see it, you're left with the feeling of like this is a little weird. This is a little weird. We're watching this theatrical 2.5D production. There are like it sounds like a lot of claps are happening, but no one is really clapping. No one's really there. It's creating that distance again of like, hey, there we go. Right? It was a little unsettling. And that's a very important and theatrical choice to go ahead and do, right? Oh, they clap sitting down. Yeah, they might clap sitting down, but you'd still expect to see a little bit of movement or something from the audience in that regard. It's so fucking interesting. I'm just saying, I'm throwing that out there because I'm looking at this and I'm like, put yourself in their shoes. If you heard clapping and you didn't see anyone in the audience slightly moving to the claps, how many of you guys would that freak out a little bit? I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I gotta get the fuck out. I'm immediately thinking, oh shit, like what is going on? Like what is really? Not really. No, dude. I would be uneasy. I would be so fucking uneasy if I heard clapping and no one's fucking moving or clapping. Nah, nah. But even past that, like I guess it comes in the main aspect. Who would you expect, right? Or who do you think would realistically come out and be a part of this audience? Ruby, 100%. That's artificial and reserved emotion in a like a given response as opposed to a genuine feeling, which I don't know how much of that is commentary. Thank you, Nicholas. Exactly. What is the meaning of that guy in the top corner? What the fuck is this? Wait. Okay. Do we play the whole OP through and then go back and analyze it, or do we stop it step by step? Full OP, let's jam the fuck out. I'm gonna try and not stop it, but then we're gonna go back and analyze. You ready? Ah! Stop! Who the fuck are you? What? This is beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, hands up, sir. Oh, all right. What the fuck, chat? What the fuck, chat? What the fuck? Ah! It's good. It's good. Is it idle? I don't think so. But is it good? There's so much to go in process. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? I know the whole concept of fucking mask, bro. All right, let's fucking go. You ready? Let's go. This whole aspect almost immediately that comes through, right? Losing their stars. Let's talk about that. We're looking at someone, right? We're very clearly this fucking opening is an aspect of self, right? Their previous selves. We can look into that 110%, right? Because it is their previous self. Look at the beanie, look at whatnot. But even past that comes into question: what role are you playing? What role are they playing? Are they Aqua and Ruby, or are they the doctor and the patient? Is there a parataxic distortion in between that? Like, for example, would there be a parataxic distortion in between that? Where all of a sudden it's like let's say if they were to talk about it openly and it's like, oh my God, you saved my life. Oh, you were there for me. Oh, like, doctor, is it really you? Oh, it can't be, doctor. Please, no. Like, what type of distortion can be formed in the environment like that? Hey, yo, that's gum. It's gum, guys. Chill. Damn, how it feels to chew 5 gum. So, the main question comes in, right? Are they Ruby and Aqua, or are they the doctor and, the patient? And that is a genuine question I have out there for you guys. Who are they in that environment, in that set? What roles do they represent inside of themselves? And even looking past this, do you think that they've solidified that themselves? Like, do you think that they've solidified them themselves? Or do you think that they're, like, as we'll see later on, that they're wearing a mask of this, right? That they're like, the whole aspects of what was before and what is now is all carried through by the mask of titles, of self, of whatnot. Is this also a change in perspectives? How will they react in an environment where you're able to go ahead and point this out? Genuine question for you. We're going to go ahead and talk about, like, what are your ambitions? What are your goals? What is your self? Is that what impacts and changes their characters? From being Aqua to being the doctor. From being Ruby to being the patient that once was, right? That is a question I want to ask you guys. If someone were to go ahead and challenge this, like, let's say that Evil Ed, right, appears as a fucking god, right? Wah! Right? I fucking come in. Wah! I'm a fucking god. I'm a fucking flying eagle god. Wizard god or some shit. And I'm here, right? I'm Evil Ed, as the observer, as the audience that we've seen this show be. And I also go ahead and say, hey, you know what? Noct, Satan, Nicarus. I've observed who you are as an individual. This is what will happen in the next plot point, according to the anime, section 1.3. Are you really who you say you are? Or are you just someone that comes on and comments on here? Who are you? Who you are? I know. I'm using Hitogami from Moshiko Tensei to reference this, by the way, in case you guys are thinking about it. I think I need help. Exactly. Great reference for thinking of man-god possession, right? Let me go ahead and twerk on you guys. But that's the main reference I'm trying to go ahead and bring up. From an outside perspective, from the perspective of the audience that is gods, the gods that we are, looking in this show, how do you think this could sound weird, this could sound parasocial, how do you think that we influence the environment and the environment and the story being told, and how do they influence us? Let's touch on this just for a second. Why are they choosing an industrial environment that's being built? So you mean our narrative? 100% seashell. And that's the key thing I'm trying to go ahead and highlight is our narrative influencing, the show, and is the show influencing our narrative as well? right? Constructing their identities. Constructing themselves, constructing what might be future plans to come, right? They're at work, right? And we're clearly seeing that the identities that they have to put on and rely on and be is not the doctor and the patient, right? It's Ruby and Aqua. Even though inside they might be having that internal struggle, on the outside they're building. Yeah, because screens are cool. Damn, Ed is getting close to gushing theme predictions. Oh shit, I don't even know, bro. You guys have seen how fucking busy we've been with everything. When you look for something, you're more likely to find it. Yes. But income's in that element, right? Because this show likes to go ahead and like not only pick on universal themes, but go in fucking deep. Go in like elbow deep into like what it means to go ahead and cause change and what the like agents of change can be, right? Because anything can be an agent of change. And very clearly, in just a little bit, we see one of the greatest aspects to shout out Brady, right? And all of his wonderfulness, therapist friend of mine. You see their hands reaching out for I later on in the opening, and yet being unable to reach her. Their agents of change are unable to change certain things, certain constructs, certain aspects of self. And that is powerful. And we'll touch on that in just a little bit. So I'm guessing, I don't know who these characters are or what will happen. I don't, to be honest with you, I remember key parts of season 1, but not everything of season 1. So you guys might have to remind me if that's okay. Frame by frame. We are. We've seen the left one. Yeah. Dutch angles. Ed, you know of one of them. Dude, I don't remember everything from season 1. Like, I've been busy with a year's full worth of anime, brother. But the author, okay, thank you. So the main question that comes in with this is the narrative, the world is shifting. The entertainment world, what we can go ahead and see as constructs of what's being set there is starting to go ahead and shift. Are we going to war? Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to war? It is portraying weirdness. It is definitely portraying the weirdness and strange things. And even so, it started beforehand with the weirdness of the audience, right? And like putting us in the audience seat. It already started off very Brechtian, and it's continuing with the Brechtian approach for this. So the question comes in, is it going to get weird, and are we going to war? Those are the two genuine questions I'm throwing up for you guys. And then comes in my hottest topic. Who is best girl between Kana and Akane? They're clearly at a divided bridge, right? Automatically showcasing that that there's choices to be made, right? There's choices to be made. Impossible to choose, the ship war. And of course, we can go ahead and say, like, hey, you know what? Aqua X therapy. I will always be a proponent for Aqua to go get actual therapy from a psychologist, not a psychiatrist. They prescribe medication, not a therapist, because most of them just have their master's degree, but from a psychologist that can actually go through and be like, okay, so I see that you're using manipulative tendencies to try and go out and get through these sessions quicker or do certain things. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about your feelings on this, right? So on and so forth. But aside from that, if I had to choose one, you guys might fucking hate me for this. You guys might hate me for this. I will take one for the team, and I will say I'll keep Akane if Aqua wants Kana. That's all I gotta say. But no, legitimately, if we're looking at this scenario, if we're looking at a scenario like this, who is the healthier individual to be in a relationship with Aqua? Oh, what a brave soul. Fuck you guys. Who is the better individual to be in a healthy relationship with Aqua? Not gonna lie, Kana. You want to know why? Because he has had the ability to be vulnerable with Kana, while he's always putting up his walls with everybody else. That I'm just gonna be straight up about it, right? And that's exactly why Ruby needs to go ahead and win. No, I'm kidding, but Kana 100% or Mem. But no, whenever it comes to a lot of the scenes where him and Kana have been acting together, you can see him be a little bit more of that child version of self, right? And I think that's one of the key elements to go ahead and highlight is he's able to be a little bit more of self rather than that critical thinking masked version of him. So very, very interesting. Something to point out and something to go ahead and analyze and take in. We have new characters. Question. What is the thing with the birds? Are they birds or are they crows? Makima making a cameo? Guys, what is the thing with the birds or crows or ravens, whatever the fuck they are? What are the things with the birds? Crows, ravens, yeah. Because it's such a quick shot to pan up to when they can just put birds and other things in the background the way that they've been doing and keeping the skies clear. But yet they showcase this element here. What is the thing with these birds? Ominous vibes? Is it Scandinavian culture? Or I'm trying to remember. Because I know that even like, what is it? All right, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. But at least over here where I'm at, whenever we see any type of a specific bird, right? We always like, it's gonna sound it's supernatural. I know. I'm already fucking touching on some things. Like if we see owls at night, right here in the Southwest where I'm at, especially if you're part of Mexican culture and you have superstitious beliefs, you want to know what they say? Odin is watching. Yeah, Scandinavian beliefs. The witches are watching, right? Las brujas están mirando. Hate to just use that aspect of selves. Skinwalkers. Yeah, 100%, 100%. But I like that take, and that was sort of like the main thing that was coming to mind is like, oh, Odin is watching, or even past that is this just like a symbolism for what may come, right? Death, essentially. Yeah, Western culture doesn't like crows, even though they're actually pretty cool. So that's what I'm trying to go ahead and highlight through this. Is death watching? I don't know. Google says Japan to symbolize guidance. Oh shit. Well, every culture has a different fucking meaning for it. All I'm saying is it's very fucking interesting that they like throw this out there. And I kind of wonder where like does that actually symbolize chat? Question for you guys. Does that actually symbolize like something that may be important later in the story? They're basically vultures. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yep. New characters. Why does he remind me of fucking Aqua, but in reverse colors? Purple Boy Melt. Foreshadowing in my anime OP? Get out of here. Like, why does he look like Aqua, but in the reverse colors? Because you know how Aqua always wore like the black hoodie, and he was like, hold on. Yeah. Aqua distortion. Like he was just like, oh, but edgier Aqua, right? But no, I'm looking at that and I'm like, just like the wholesome like aspects of self. Like whenever we see a character in a very, yeah, yeah, that's the doctor. Of course, we have Mem, we have new characters, director, Mamacita Kun over here. We have everyone over here. So comes in my regard. How much of a role, and I'm gonna ask this, is Mem and Ruby going to play this season? How much of a role is Mem, Ruby, Kana, the director Kuns gonna play this season? Better be a lot. Better be a fucking lot. Because I'm over here. I'm fucking. I want to go layers deep, man. I want to go so fucking deep that we're able to go ahead and break apart their interactions and why. And even the instances through this, right? Oh my fucking God. They didn't. They fucking didn't. No way. Okay. Yeah, I'm exploding. We are the audience, but aside from that, I'm gonna ask it just from the looks of it. Is Aqua gonna cause a giant fucking rift, a giant divide between him, his sibling, his sister, Kana, and everyone on the left side of the screen versus individuals on the right side of the screen? Like, is there going to be a giant rift in this? Because even positionally speaking, right, they put both of them together. And yet, just like in the theater production where it's like one side versus the other, right, the shift starts coming out in that way, right? Where all of a sudden, Aqua's moving this way with, like, you know, and even Kana has her back towards Aqua. So I wonder even how far this is going to go if there is a big divide with this before Akane gives up. Say Kana. Akane gives up. I'm looking at this scenario and look at the split. Look exactly where it comes in. We have the director and Mami Miyako back here, right? We have like all these people over on this side, and it's like, how easily can he cut individuals off in that regard? Or how easily does the world try to go ahead and make this happen? Title comes up, bam, split. And we as the audience have to take it in. In comes in my fear. Everyone on Ruby's side is looking forward. Everyone on Aqua's side. Let's talk about positionally. What does this look like? Akana's turned away. Mem chose being Mem. Kana is, you know, looking forward. We have everyone else sort of looking forward on Ruby's side. Not much to go ahead and say. So on and so forth. Mods, you guys can put it in emo only mode if need be. Like if people are trying to go ahead and spoiler, like go ahead and throw it up in emote mode. It's okay until we're ready to move past this. The main element that's coming through from this is Akana is looking away, right? He's looking away. He's looking down. He's sort of looking off to the side. We have what you guys labeled here, and they're kind of shaky and insecure in that. So in comes in my question. Is Aqua going to make himself look out to be a bad guy? Is Aqua going to put himself in a position where he literally causes one of the biggest ruptures and probably repairs some point in the future? I don't fucking know. Where everyone thinks that he's a fucking jackass. Everyone thinks that he's rude. Everyone thinks that why is he fucking going in this world alone? He can rely on people. He doesn't have to go down this route. He doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to do that, because everyone else in this entire environment, especially as it splits, is turning away from him or is not even directly excited to look forward, look front, look whatever they have to go ahead and do. When we're looking at a scenario like this and we're looking at where the split comes in, it's almost fucking scary. It's almost fucking scary that it comes in directly with them, right? As opposed to just leaving somehow them together. I don't know if that fucking means anything. I don't really care if it means anything. But when it comes to a scenario like this, though, I think that this is going to have some major ramifications. Major fucking ramifications going forward. In comes in my next thing. In season 1, we talked about like Idol, right? If you guys remember the opening 7-hour analysis, it's on YouTube. This was way back then. What is going to happen, and how are we going to lead up to a point where my theory still is, and I don't fucking know, no one's confirmed anything, that Ruby at some point in time will play I. How is this going to ultimately lead? This is my own headcanon to Ruby ultimately playing I. That is my headcanon, ladies and gentlemen. And that's always been it since we've done the analysis for season 1. So, how is, like, because I'm assuming that this is going to be a big fucking, like, journey of ups and downs and left and rights and everything. So, how are we going to get to a scenario like this? How are we going to get into a scenario where Aqua might try and create distance between all of these characters that, like, no one's really excited, no one's really looking forward, even distancing himself, or I guess you can say that the director's overlooking, but it still splits over to Ruby's side. Unless, is Aqua plotting revenge even if it takes him down to the depths of hell, and he's afraid that if he takes everyone else that he might care about with him, he's gonna get them hurt? So he starts literally becoming a monster inside of himself, right? In his goals and ambition, and ends up quite literally causing harm and the ability for people to start distancing themselves in some way, shape, or form. Because the one with the closest distance is Ruby to him, right? And even then, the screen still comes through perfectly in line to split them apart. And is that due to Aqua's ambitions and maybe even not trying to go out and empathize and be a version of an aspect of self and trying to go out and connect with others because that might hurt others, that might hurt people along the way? Sorry if that doesn't like fully add up, but it's like looking at this and looking at the way that, like, number one, space tells a story, but number two, that people are being positioned in the way that, like, their relationships work makes me wonder even further. Sorry, let's go ahead and continue. Now this is fucking spice. Do you think, okay, and even going forward, right, is this actually going to be a plot point in the future, right? Where even though they're siblings, right, they don't see themselves that way because of, say, who they might have been in the past life. Something, they're all essentially actors all their life, essentially. But my question comes in with that regard is, do you think that they'll still view themselves as siblings despite who they were in a past life? That and from that comes in the aspect of imposter syndrome. We can go into the aspects of self, of masking identity disassociation, aspects of literally like trauma bonding, and the aspects of like what that might be, right? And so in comes in that question for you guys. And where does this push going forward? This is interesting stuff. Because they go on a stage, right? Sorry, chat. We're about to hit the hour mark. And it's kind of like, my question comes in that regard. Who are they trying to kill? Are they trying to kill us with their kokoros? With their fucking kokoros? But even further, why are they showcasing this? I'm looking at something like this. The question that comes through is, why are they showcasing this in a theatrical stage, right, where they're going up the steps together hand in hand to an audience, as though and the first thing looks to be like the hospital room, if I'm seeing this correctly. It seems to be like a hospital bed. It seems to be a hospital setting. So in comes in my question. Why are they showcasing this to us? Even further than that. Even further than that. I'm sorry. I know, chat. We're going fucking deep. We're 3 minutes in and we're almost an hour into this fucking show. A black star. Who are you? Who are you? Hello? Hello? Echidna, is that you? I need some tea. Echidna, is that you? Who are you? But also, why is there feathers falling down for that? Anyway. I find this interesting, and I'll showcase this, right? He's crying. It looks like it's like a smaller version of him, right? Crying, and there's a blade coming through, i.e., we know what the intentions might be. What the fuck? What the fuck? A fucking mini jump scare, bro. My fucking heart stopped for a second. Mini fucking jump scare, brother. What the fuck is this shot, dude? That's so scary. That is so fucking scary. That's nightmare. Yeah, nightmare fuel material. So sword comes through, but then like her whole perspective is, what is she being guided on? What is literally influencing her space? The representations of I, right? The way that she envisions I to be, the media versions of I, right? The different versions of I, the perfect I, the I that can sell you a lie, the I that loves you, right? The I that doesn't, so on and so forth. Bro, why is she clapping? She scares me. She fucking scares me, man. Like I'm not even joking. She fucking terrifies me, brother. She's clapping along, and yet we're only seeing this like weird negative imagery of like literal like, you know, blades and crying and tears and, you know, the fucking media shit and all of this stuff. It's as though she like, it's as though it's like, I don't know how else to put it. It's fun. It's fun to be here. It's fun to like, yes, it's happening. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, observe, understand, see a character that like is weird like this. And that's, is this I? Is this I in the back and she's clapping, moving, whatnot, like it's all fucking joke, like smiling, and literally a cadaver that comes up as Aqua. Oh, the fucking imagery here, man. But three different hands come in. And this is through Aqua. Is there going to be three different people that maybe are trying to go out and reach out to save Aqua? Actual question here. Like, actual question. Because it's three different people reaching through this facade, reaching through this imagery. And oftentimes, even the imagery of, and I hate to put it this way, there's a lot of people that like resort as like doctors and, you know, individuals as cold as whatnot. But will there be three different people that are trying to reach through the facade that may be put up from Aqua? And them trying to go out and reach through and be an agent of change for him in that environment. But it's also, I mean, that's already a better model than fucking Miku Expo or whatever the fuck. 10 out of 10 for them being able to go to nail this down. That's all I gotta say, man. Like, they did better than fucking Miku Expo at bringing fucking iLife. But the main regard that I'm trying to go ahead and highlight through this, and I'll go ahead and do this. Emo only off. Emo only off. There you guys go. When it comes to a scenario like this, what do you think it means for them to be showcasing I live like this? Because my main regard comes in with like, is this going to play a role in the future? Legitimate question. Is this going to play a role in the future? And if so, who is this performing to? Is this going to be done for a reason, right? They've showcased it in the opening of season 1. They're showcasing an aspect of I on stage again, right? Is I truly dead? Is I truly dead, ladies and gentlemen? Or are they using this like aspect of I, right, through people's recollections of self, right? Whatnot, that the one that we're seeing on stage, they will see her for the facade. Oh man, I have so many fucking questions. So many fucking questions. So many fucking questions. I is your guiding light in this world of lies. But it's funny though, because I can, tells a lot of lies. That's what's fucking hilarious about this. But yet, here's the thing. Can lies kill? And I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. So this is making me wonder if OP1 is connected to OP2, and if this is going to be a major plot point going forward, then is the whole aspect of this like storytelling being something along the lines of trying to bring back who I is, right? What I is, and what she represents. And even that, why is that being done? Is it being done for educational purposes, or is it being done with the intent to kill, with the intent to harm? And what do I mean by kill? What do I mean by fucking kill? How can you kill a person? And many, many more. There are many, many, many ways to kill a person. You can kill a person through murder, economically, through social media, through influence and reputation. You can kill a person's aspirations. You can kill a person's self. There's so many ways that you can take someone down. So it makes me wonder, why are we using I? Sorry, guys. I'm still fucking... I've been yapping a lot. Fuck. I've been yapping a fuck ton. I'm a little thirsty. And sorry, guys. Twitch is fucking weird with it. When does a person die? When their heart stops beating, or does it still go on afterwards? Because we're clearly still seeing I on stage, and we're seeing this illusion of I that like people are cheering for and going for, and she's perfect in every single way. Now, my question is, these hands that come through right here, is this, whose are these? Is this Aqua or is this Ruby? Both. They're over the other three. Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me touch on this real quick. What happened with I, and I know the camera's a little weird, especially with the lights, with I and the father? How did they break up? That is my question for you guys, because that can explain a lot of fucking things, right? Let's talk about some base emotions. Love, hate, jealousy, envy. A lot of things can be influenced, right, based on the propinquity level in an attachment. In case you guys are wondering, in case you're new here and you're like, I'm going to go ahead and watch Psyculturists Season 2, Episode 1. We go in depth about propinquity, about attachment styles, about 1,001 things. I has a... Let me hear you say it. What type of attachment style? Oh, you guys are an emo only. She has an avoidant attachment style. Very clearly, right? She anxiously tries to get in the good lights of others, right? And she tries to go ahead and be there for others. She can be pretty avoidant, right? Avoidant in the patterns of like not actually making serious relationships with people, right? Or serious attempts to go ahead and connect with others, right? In that regard, but she can go ahead and create that distance and feel cold for people working with her as well, as seen in I think it was like 45510. Is that the name of the side story? There's another side story that came out that I haven't read, which if we do, we'll do it on stream. But the main question, the main regard comes into, then what was the attachment style of dad? What was the attachment style of dad? Was it anxious? Extreme? I doubt it was secure. So more than likely, we're looking at someone that has an anxious attachment style based off of the responses and based off of what we've seen in season 1. In comes in my question. Is the dad a part of this entertainment world, of the setting? Doritos for yes. Cat jams for no. Is the dad an active part of this entertainment world? Because if he is, comes in the main thing. Has he gone through trauma in this world as well? Not as a way to, I don't want to go ahead and form a way for you guys to empathize with any character. That's up to you. We should be trying to go ahead and understand the story for what it's being told and the way that it's being presented and 1,001 things, right? And plus, I don't even fucking know if this is going to be a plot point or not. As I said, I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to go ahead and get in the mindset as to how this can affect things like overall. So in comes in my question for you guys. Is there trauma that may have happened to him from being in this entertainment industry? Considering that trauma is very evident for a majority of these performers. Ladies and gentlemen, I have 1,001 ways to go into this, but we have more opening to go ahead and uncover. We'll touch on this at a later point. I have a whole fucking spectrum of like literal fucking, like we can do the ecological theories to go into this. We can go into defense mechanisms and why this might be a good aspect to go ahead and show like, you know, a horrible form of displacement, a horrible form of 1,001 other things out there. But I wanted to go ahead and bring that up because I think it's important to go ahead and start talking about instances and stuff like this and theories and random stuff that we've been talking about when we're looking at their agents of change, right? When we're looking at these hands come on through. So I'm bringing that up, just a genuine question, throwing it out there. I don't fucking know. Maybe you guys know. If you guys are keeping up with the manga or the light novel or whatnot, maybe you know. And if so, we have a whole Discord channel in there. We have a Discord channel where you guys can go have access into the light novel section, manga section. Go talk it out there. I don't have access to it, but you guys clearly do. So feel free. With that being said, let's go ahead and continue. More crows? Ah! Ah! No! Or are they just birds in general? I'm just fucking making an assumption they're all fucking ravens or crows now. Who is this? Who is this? This is such a solemn shot. Oh, you guys can't hear it? Okay. I got it. I got you. Who is this? This is such a solemn, like, cold shot. Like, interesting how they both revert to little kids trying to go ahead and save mommy. Trying to go ahead and go through this. Like, they go from the adults that they are, or teenagers, holding hands together, probably trying to go ahead and change the world, right? And they revert to little kids, desperately trying to change the outcomes of things, desperately trying to reach out and save I. Interesting how he just burns up, and I get it, right? It's a cool way to go ahead and like showcase that they're going into the production and whatnot. So they have to take a leap of faith. They have to shape this world on their own, right? They can't keep going off of like the expectations of what could have been. They got to jump off like together. They got to make sure that they're able to go and handle things. But yet he's the one that burns up and changes into this role and whatnot that's to come. He burns. The statement I made earlier about people maybe going against him or him like literally burning all bridges, burning stuff like this. I do wonder if like, yes, it might be a big insight into this character, this like eighth form of breathing. You know, whatever the fuck, right? We got some fucking demon slayer like fired going through like some weird shit happening in there. But the main regard comes in is I do wonder if he's gonna literally burn his bridges. I wonder if he's gonna burn an aspect of himself in that way, right? Because Ruby doesn't burn, but he does. Cool, sick transition, but oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. I'd lose my shit at this. I'm not even gonna lie, chat. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd lose my shit at this. The fucking the hard eyes that we see. We have a degen section in the Discord. Anyone mind putting up the sauce? We have I'm gonna take this off right now. It's the one and done. But anyway, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going, guys. And we see Ruby still going hard with this, right? And it sort of makes me wonder, like, how good of an idol is she to become, right? Don't make us put you in emote. What, you want emoji reactor only, Ed? I mean, I can. Oh my god, it's Ruby! Let me just drink my soda for the rest of the 24 minutes, 25 minutes, 21 seconds, and then be like, wow, that was very insightful. I like the way she moved. Wow. Guys, for the rest of this video, it's behind a paywall on the Patreon. Make sure to go ahead and check it out. I know that this was 20 minutes, 15 minutes of video, 5 minutes of discussion of me saying, wow, cheers. No hate, no nothing. I fucking love, sometimes, you know, you got to watch your own things. But, like, I don't want to be in emoji only mode. I don't want to be in emoji only mode. I want to go full in deaf, brother. Let me go in deaf. Let me go in deaf, sister. Let me go in deaf, everyone. Please, please. But the main regard that I guess I'm going to bring up is poll, best girl. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is a poll live right now. Make sure you guys vote. Oh, this smile's adorable. And look who's closest. Bro, that distance between Akane and fucking Aqua. What the fuck, bro? Who's closest to him, huh? Who's rubbing up on him, huh? Huh? Yeah, that's right. It's Kana. That's right. Aww. Ooh. What are we in store for, man? The whole audience applauding, you know, I smiling, all of this stuff happening. There's a lot of interesting themes. There's a lot of themes about, you know, where this might head, and my mind is fucking swirling. My mind is swirling at the idea that we might literally be at a juxtaposition moment where, like, he might feel one way, right, but he has to act another. Where quite literally, because of his actions, he might lose someone. And even through that, this fucking adorable, kind of looking at him. This eye shot brings me to tears. Yeah, mom would be proud. Mom would be fucking proud. Oh, all right, mods. Can we get off emote only mode, please? You guys can bring back slow mode if need be, please. I beg you, please. Yeah, I did it, chat. I did it for you. You guys can't get mad at me. I'm the one over here fucking advocating for you guys. I'm not crying. You're crying. But that's my main regard, is when we're looking at something like this, such a powerful, always interesting opening that highlights, like, the different elements of, like, what might be happening, what might be, like, we might be in store for. I hope I cooked you guys a good enough meal. Did you guys enjoy your meal? This was the first little amendment there. Took us an hour, roughly, an hour or something. I hope it was a tasty meal. 50 minutes, yeah, close to an hour. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hope it was a tasty meal. Of course, if we want to expand, we can always expand into all the different theories. But I do feel like we have a whole fucking show to go into. Yeah, we're probably gonna do an opening analysis every show. Oh no. Oh no. Delicious in Edgar. That's all I gotta say. Delicious in Ed, brother. Delicious in Wizard. Are you ready for the full song and lyrics? Wait, do we? Do we have the lyrics? If we have the lyrics, send them now. If we have the lyrics, send them now, brother. Will it surpass 7 hours? I think so. Just woke up glad. Oh no. Oh no, 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 please, no. Make sure it's a good translation. Ed, can we do a lyrics another time? Oh brother, send our master the lyrics. Are you gonna analyze the lyrics? Fine, how about this? We'll analyze the lyrics next episode. Deal? Deal? We'll analyze the lyrics next episode. Deal? This is just a first watch through, a first everything. We'll analyze the lyrics next episode, and we'll apply an attachment theory perspective into the analysis of the opening. Deal. Deal. We'll spit on it. Give me a good old haktua. Seal. All right, there we go. There we go. It's nice and sealed up. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Bet. Damn, we're starting off here?
さや姫
陶器
この物語はフィクションである
Oh. 2.5D.
そこまで10分休憩する 黒川ちょっといいか
I love this. Love the fact that they have everything so blocked off. Holy fuck, bro. I would kill to work at a fucking like company like this, brother. That has like all the fucking blocking set down, right? Like this is probably where you go. You clearly see the outlines as to where a spotlight may be. Holy fuck, dude, and the different marks. Whew. Whew. God, this is just rehearsal space. This is just rehearsal space, and they're throwing up the different. Like if you're big into fucking theater, and you look at the ground, this would fucking excite you. This would excite you insanely, right? Attention! I'm drooling right now, brother. I'm fucking drooling. Musicians in Japan have the floor marks. No, and even in theater, man, we have to have the floor marks as well. Sometimes, like, not visible to the audience, but visible to the actors for us to know where we have to hit certain marks, right? We're looking at things, right? And it's like, okay, this is the range of the spotlight. This is the range as to, like, how much mobility you have. Make sure that your face is in that spot, right? Because at the end of the day, yes, you want your body to be illuminated, but the audience has to go ahead and be able to see your face, right? Nah, the amount scares me. So I do want to touch on this because theater can be absolutely wonderful, but it can be absolutely fucking terrifying. Theater, like in of itself, right? Because you might be drawing from your own experiences to empathize with others. So in case you guys are wondering, like, Ed, what do you do whenever you act, right? So I tend to use a lot of psychology. I tend to go ahead and use a little bit of the Meisner technique along with like my own personal like breed of psychology inputted, right? Because that's my field, right? So understanding the characters for as much as I possibly can, drawing from my experiences to put it into the character to bring them into life, right? So the key element that I'm trying to go ahead and highlight with this is whenever we're looking at a scenario like this, right? Whenever we're looking at all these individuals and we're looking at the way that things are in the theater world, something happens, something magical happens that gets companies to start coming together. What do you guys think that is? It's my magical P. It is my magical P word, propinquity. The fact that you spend so much time with other people allows you to start forming these bonds. Allows you to start forming bonds that you're able to rely on people or even know their cues before shit even happens, right? I love theater. Don't get me wrong. I respect all actors that do it. It's just hard to make a living out of it. Like it's essentially, imagine being a trombone, like a professional pianist or a professional trombonist, right? Out in the middle of the woods, like, or let's say Wisconsin or another place, like, you know, it's probably gonna be hard for you to actually travel through and make money, right? Or like Idaho or whatever, right? Like you have to go ahead and be a part of bigger groups, ensembles, symphonies, 1,001 other. Imagine being a trombone. Like you have to be not only really really good, but like you have to overstep and do certain things. Happy 4th of July. So whenever we're looking at this is sort of what I want to go ahead and highlight for you personally. I guess, how do I put it? How many of you think that for Aqua, this is a big game of analysis? I think for me, this is Aqua observing and analyzing every way in. Observing and analyzing not just the technical directors, not just the director himself, or even like the assistant directors for acting and whatever it might be, costuming. Also, guys, make sure to vote. The poll's about to close. But for him, it's also a way of, how can I build my connections? How can I build propinquity with everyone enough to go ahead and build my connections while at the same time not trying to go ahead and step on too many toes? Because if he spends too much time with Akana is going to get mad. It ruins that image. Spends too much time with Akana is going to get mad. Oh, post closed half an hour ago. There you go. That transition though.
新生 B 小町のファーストライブから季節は移ろい、4ヶ月が経ちました。
Aww.
その後も私たちは何度か小さなライブを開いたり、配信動画を定期的にアップしたりして、少しずつファンは増えています。お兄ちゃんの方は口では役者にならないと言いつつ、いろいろ仕事を増やしていて、正直何を考えてるのかよくわかりません。あ、そうそう、お兄ちゃんには今可愛い彼女がいます。番組きっかけで付き合い始めて、今度先輩が出る舞台でも共演するらしいんだけど、本人曰く仕事だけの恋人だそうです。クズ男、女の敵。
He's trash, an enemy of all girls. That's how I feel. Holy fuck, brother. I wonder if Aqua's ever visited that grave. That's an excellent question. And if he has, is it Aqua that's visiting or is it the doctor? Ugh.
私は今順調です。いつかママの立てなかったドームのステージに立つ日まで一生懸命アイドル続けます。
Oh.
見ててね、ママ。
How do we destroy Ruby? I'm looking at this and it's very, very cute, very innocent, right? Compared to the perspective that Aqua has, right? Came out here like a fucking supervillain, right? Evil Ed jump scare. How do we destroy Ruby? More important question, why do we want to destroy Ed? Here's the thing. We want to prepare ourselves psychologically speaking. A good author will always give you the semblance of peace before destruction comes. And when destruction comes, you better be fucking ready. Because if destruction comes, you're going to be in a world of fucking pain. How do we destroy Ruby? That's how we do it. Looking at this, at Brofenbrenner's ecological system right here. Microsystem. We focus on that. What is it? What immediately can hurt her? Her friends, her family, whatnot. Mesosystem. Can she have an impact on the media, the environment around her, or can that go ahead and social media tear her down and take her apart for different reasons? Macrosystem. Can time itself come in and impact her? And even past that, when we're looking at this, how do we destroy Ruby? Your life was a lie, and here's why. You didn't really know why. Here's the truth about what we know happened. And all of a sudden, you have a Ruby that we're not seeing right now. We have a Ruby that is like, I guess, evil Ruby? That would probably be fucking pent up with vengeance and revenge and anger and whatnot. You destroy Ruby by taking apart their foundational knowledge as to what they believe is real and true. That is how you take it apart. That is how you take them apart. You take them apart by literally going through and destroying the foundational pillars that they have set their life on. I have set my belief to lying in season 1. But even past that, Seashell, what if your whole life was a lie? And you're saying, oh no, I don't believe in lies. I hate lies. And it's like, well, congratulations. Your whole life has been a lie. What would happen then? All of a sudden, you have a scenario where it's like, oh fuck, right? You have this thought pattern, this belief, I hate lies, but my entire life has been built on a foundation of lies. My mom was built on a foundation of lies, of trying to understand what a lie is. It sounds like a recipe for a psyche break. 100%. 100%. Congratulations, you played yourself. So if I was the author, the way that I would introduce this is slowly. And I would introduce these concepts through Aqua. Because Aqua is the perfect choice. We already see that he has this dark side. We already see these certain things where Aqua is the challenger of these foundational pillars. And it's up to Ruby as to whether or not she decides to break them. Fucking amazing fucking characters, dude. I'm looking at this whole thing and like it's coming through and I'm analyzing it, right? Like, okay, Ruby's telling me this narrative. We're in session together. And I'm like, oh, wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute, like, ooh. And as an author, only writes tragedies. Oh, bro, if I wrote a fucking a script or some shit, I hope you guys would read it. Hope you guys would be into it. Anyway, let's keep going.
Mama.
発行部数5000万部を超える人気漫画東京ブレイドは日本各地に存在するチームが抗争を繰り広げ互いに友情や愛情を深めていく王道バトルストーリーだ。有馬は主人公たちの新宿クラスターに所属していて茜と俺たちが所属する渋谷クラスターが敵として立ちはだかる。今回の劇はこの2チームが戦う渋谷抗争編を柱にシナリオが展開する。有馬との共演はラストだけか。
かなちゃんとの共演シーン少なくて残念。かなちゃんとみたいだもんね。顔合わせの時も一緒に来てたし。
いや逆。あいつは演技の話になると熱がこもりすぎて怖いからな。出番ずれてる方がぐちぐち言われるタイミングも少なそうで助かる。
Look at the way that she does this. And this is what I'm talking about. Brilliance and fucking animation. And brilliance in understanding fucking characters and stuff. Right? She comes through to empathize. And she comes through to genuinely care for him. Yeah, sitting. Akane is so fucking cute. She is. It's so smooth. God, dude, I feel so fucking backed up. It's allergy season. And it's 107 degrees at the moment. She does this so well though. Like literally comes through, brings up a question, and instead of like, how comfortable are you, or how comfortable would you be if someone's talking to you like this? Hold on. Hey chat, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the fucking channel. Fuck yeah, let's fucking go. Guys, today we're gonna go ahead and analyze. It's no longer emoji react season, it's body react season to Oshinoko. So fucking excited, guys. So fucking excited. There you go. A little bit of a twerk with that. So how are you guys feeling? I heard that, like, you know, you had a shitty time today. I heard that, like, I don't know, like, no one really likes you. I heard you're struggling to get out of bed. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Like, I know, belly reaction, 110%. But no. The main regard that comes in that I want to go ahead and highlight is she comes in, right? Italian talking with, that would make me smile, laugh, but not comfort. But that's the main regard. It's like she comes in, she actually takes a seat, and she tries to match him where he's at. And I think, if anything, that shows that Akane, like, it's really, really actually caring about him in many regards. Because I saw someone or some people trying to go and point out, like, Akane is this, Akane is that, like, in a manipulative tone when it's clearly not. I think Akane has been one of the, like, the most clearly written, amazing fucking characters that, like, you know, she was on death's door for a second there with her, you know, self-harm attempt there with trying to go ahead and, like, jump off the bridge. But, like, herself as an individual, as a character, she cares a lot. A lot.
そういう。でも楽しくない？演技の話。私は無限にできちゃうな。
勘弁してくれ。
うん。
それが通じるのは演技に情熱持ってるやつだけだ。
情熱ないの？
ないよ。
Oh.
舞台に立つやつは基本的に演技が好きで演技に真摯なやつばかりだ。俺は違う。演技は愛の真実に近づくため。
We'll continue. I feel like we had just touched on this theme like you know, a couple minutes ago as to like what it means for people to go ahead and go in here, right, and do this.
劇団バラ大代表金田一敏郎。愛に何らかの影響を与えた可能性のあるこの男に近づくための手段。そろそろ休憩終わるぞ。
うん。ちょっと待って。行こう。
Oh, it's called getting into character, motherfuckers. It's called getting into character, motherfuckers. That's exactly what you should at least take a moment to reflect, center yourself, and get into fucking character and go. That switch flip, yeah. That fucking switch flip is fucking amazing, bro. She's fucking insane at being able to do that. We in the zone, brother. We're able to go ahead and like fully transform into what needs to happen. That's ooh. Ooh.
ずっと無法地帯だった新宿が一人の男によって統一されたようです。名は確かブレイド。
ほう、面白い。一つ俺がどんなやつか見てきてやろう。
考えなしに戦いを仕掛けようとしないでもらえますか？今回下手な子いないね。
私の名刀は岩立ち。名刀には
芸歴の長い有馬ちゃんやララライの面々が演技できるのは当たり前として、メルト君も京アマの演技見た時どうなるかと思ったけど、なかなか仕上げてきてるし。
Right.
アクア君も舞台は初めてって聞いたけど、周りが見えてて卒がない。
冠城がよそに人を送る時は固い人選するからな。
有馬ちゃんと茜ちゃんの同世代新旧若き天才対決。
My man is going fucking Ultra Instinct mode. Aura 10,000. What the fuck was that, brother? Dude, just straight up like, these guys are having the most fucking serious conversation of their life, right? They're over there having the most fucking serious combo of their fucking life, and my man's just like, the aura fucking diff is insane. What the fuck was that? Dude. Straight up, like they're over here like, oh yeah, this is such a wonderful day, whatnot, and everyone else is just going through a fucking insane sicko mode. Sorry guys, I'm turning off the lights and turning them on because there's a little bit of a fucking issue there. Yeah. All right. There we go. That should do it. Holy fuck, dude. The aura diff is insane.
どっぷり入り込む没入型と周りの演技をきれいに受ける適応型。演じ方も対照的。見た感じ、茜ちゃんの方が一歩先行ってる感じかな。有馬ちゃんも負けないでほしいな。
My thing though is even as a director, you have to understand that the whole purpose is for everyone to be able to go and move forward together, right? And act in a very similar range excellently. Yes, there's going to be some standout, yes, but you don't want someone to shine so bright that the audience only cares about that person. Right. And I think that's a very key thing is everyone needs to elevate their game to sort of be in an acceptable range. Because if there's someone that like they come in and they're always like up here the entire fucking time, right? They come in, the audience is always like expecting them, laughing, loving them. But every other character is mid. What will you think of the show? Talked about that in the very first episode with Ty. What will you think of the show? you will think that the show is pretty fucking mid, except for that one person. But if everyone is like roughly locked into this range where there's ups and downs and whatnot, literally you're like, oh, that was a really interesting show. It was pretty good. Like, you know, and that's the key thing through that. Even past that, if you're going to go into theater, if you're going to do plays and whatnot, understand the role that you play as an actor, understand your role on scene, right? Is there a power dynamic difference? Understand your role in the story, right? The story at large. Understand your role before the story even starts. Understand your role after the story starts. Understand how every single action is going to cause an opposite reaction to some of the other characters and what that might mean for them and the weight of the words that you have. A lot of people seem to just go into theater and they'll be like, oh yeah, I could go ahead and do it. Lens wipe, gentle and thorough cleaning, right? And like they'll fucking read it off like there's no tomorrow. But there's so much more intricacies and important elements that could separate an actor from a great fucking actor, right? From understanding that like every single word that you're saying has to come from a place, and that sometimes it's not gonna affect you, but it might affect a different character later on, right? Where they might overhear this and those words might transpire. Oh.
わからんよ。
この刀は田舎侍に過ぎた代物だ。
うちには姫川がいるからな。
Damn! That aura just made her... I'm not gonna say that. That aura just fucking splashed her. That aura just fucking went wild, brother. That aura just made us all squirt. brother. That's all I gotta say is, god damn, think about the fucking aura, the amount of fucking like charisma and like, you know, full on character that you're in. That you come in, right? You come in and you literally are able to change a scene like that. That's how you know someone fucking understands what they're doing. Fucking great. Yeah.
有馬だっけ？遠慮しないでいいよ。
私とやるか。
話し合いで解決できる雰囲気じゃなさそうだしな。
Love him for this, bro. This is how you know it's a great fucking quality actor, right? Comes in, understands, sees her reaction to it, tells her to go fucking loose. In rehearsals, you have the ability to fuck up. You have the ability to play around. You have the ability to like literally try things out for your character. What a way to allow the space to do it. He hasn't said a word, but like, you know, he didn't say a word, but just his presence enough shocked her to her core that he allows her the opportunity to step out of the limitations that she has, that she placed on herself. Beautiful fucking shit. And true, like, fortunately or unfortunately, you encounter this a lot in the theater world, right? A lot of people limit themselves into these boxes, which is interesting.
確かにわかりやすい。死んでも文句言うなよ。
Oh.
そっちこそ。なあ。その程度か。まるでわけにならんな。ごちゃごちゃ向かってんじゃん。どうした？降参するか。あんたたちはこれでしまいだ。何がおかしい？
お前強いな。
離れろ。
Oh. Good fucking shit, brother. Good fucking shit. Absolute fucking cinema. Because that's what you do, man. If you have two great fucking actors, they're able to go out and paint a picture. And they're able to go out and drag everyone into their world. That is fucking peak, bro. That is fucking amazing. I don't know who the fuck he is, but he reminds me of when Aqua did the whole like movie thing, right, where he became the fucking stalker. And like everyone else had to step up in that same range. Huh. That's interesting. And a very similar tone to what Aqua did for the movie thing, right? But this time he allows people to go out and step up. Finally found someone who can match your potential, right?
有馬かな。この後飯どう？
いいわね。私も聞きたいことが山ほどあるわ。
Oh?
メルタも来なさい。
俺も？
共演シーンが多いんだから当然でしょ。
かなちゃん、少し前はサポート優先であんなに前に出る演技する子じゃなかった。あんな身勝手な
Oh.
私を見ろ
Oh.
演技ができるはずな
Oh
かったのに
shit.
自信覚悟、アイドルをやって何か
Me with some of my clients. Oh shit! You made progress? Fuck! Was it the breakup? Was it your medicine? Was it the fact that mom came back into the picture? What fucking doctor writing? Yeah, I actually understand this, bro. Unfortunately, I don't take it during the session. I take it after the session. Hey, okay, straight up. I hate to put it this way, but PSA, bing, bong, bing. If your therapist or your doctor, right? Or if your therapist or your psychologist are taking notes in your session, nah, bruh. Nah. I like, after session, sure. For psychoeducational purposes, sure. But during a session, the attention should be on you, the client, not their notebook or their, like, you know, pad or whatever they're using. And I think that's an important thing to go ahead and talk about that. Notebook is not necessarily a healthy way. After session, sure. After session, knock your fucking self out, right? Take as many notes as you need to, because you got to report it towards the insurance or whatever type of thing. Like what was going on in the session, right? What did you guys focus on? But before, like, you know, in the session, ooh.
ララライも最近停滞気味でよ。2.5 なんて受けたのも、外部からのキャストを引き受けたのも、何かしらの刺激が必要だと思ったからだ。どいつもこいつも負けず嫌いだからよ。あんなの見せられて何も思わねえわけがない。あれって必死になって考えちまうもんなんだよ。役者なら。
Yeah. I do wonder, like, as much as we're saying, like, you know, actor Aqua, how would Aqua be as a director? Like, if you ever got the chance to actually direct something like a play, a movie, or something, do you guys think that he would be a good director? Do you think that he would be a little bit more of like a hard director or a rough director in that scenario? Super curious about, like, just like the aspects of self, considering his training, considering the fact that he's been working with the other director and so on and so forth. Like, how do you guys think he would be as a director? Like, would he encapsulate true moments, or would he focus only on, like, very specific highlight moments as an individual? Might fit him better than acting. I would say so. Absolutely.
舞台はだいたい1ヶ月程度の稽古期間を設けます。昼頃集合の夜解散で 6,7 時間。忙しい人も多いので、あまり全員集まれません。
Right.
特に主演級は他の仕事で稽古に参加できないことも多々あり、稽古場代役、スタンドインを雇うことも少なくありません。でも演劇人は演劇が好きなので、夜だけでも参加しようという人も多いです。
That's sick, bro. I love that.
何？
ここなんて読むんだ？
さきもり。
なるほど。俺坊人だと思ってた。有馬賢いな。
これくらい普通でしょ。演劇の人ってなんで漢字読めない人多いの？もう少し本とか読んだらどう？
Actually, good question. And I've always thought about this. Like, I know that there's thousands of kanji words out there, right? But, like, how many people are actually, like, really, really, like, fully fluent in kanji? Like, considering that, like, I've seen this trope, like, not just once, but a majority of, like, things happen like this, I'm like,
とかちまちましてるのは苦手だ。俺は映像しか見ない。
Right.
わかる。俺は漫画しか読まねえっす。
演劇バカはいいけど。
3日目ともなると稽古場でグループが出来上がっています。主演グループ、
right.
ララライグループにちょい役グループ、それと
Then, and then the Sad Boys Squad. It's just him fucking listening to, like, Joji, like, just sad music all around, just like the Tasolito, the Wallflower, the Aqua group.
私の彼氏。
There's my boyfriend who's all on his own. Ah!
孤立してるな。あまり人と馴染むの得意じゃないのかな。
I mean, could be.
溢れ出る陰のオーラがすごいもんな。ちょっと親近感。
Bro, I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. Kana in this oversized dress shirt, it's fucking sending me. It's fucking sending me, guys. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go ahead and Akane, my bad. In this fucking dress shirt, it's just fucking sending me, brother. I know I'm calling her Kana again. For some reason, Kana's on my mind. Akane superiority.
かなちゃんのこと見てるの？
ああ、
ああって、一応私。
有馬は周囲のレベルに合わせて演技をする癖がある。それは過去自己顕示欲の強い演技で仕事を失った有馬がこの業界で生き残るための戦略なのかもしれない。
Sure.
今までパッとしない役者に囲まれてパッとしない演技をしていた。だが今回そばにいるのはララライの看板役者姫川大輝。そのレベルに合わせてくるなら茜、有馬に勝ちたいんだろう。
Oh, here we go, brother. Let's go.
じゃ負けるぞ。大差でな。
Oh. Ah, that's so fucking adorable. Okay. Akane takes it in my heart, man. I'm full on Team Akane. Yeah, the pout, man. The fucking pout. But what a way of actually highlighting it. Like, hey, we need to go ahead and step up. Like, if you want to beat her, we need to step up. And there's ways that we can go ahead and do this. Like, fucking adorable. Oh my God, bro. This is if I wasn't sent before, I am sent now, my friends. I am sent now.
怒るなら怒れよ。感情表現子供か。
人の心配してる場合？アクア君だってこのままじゃ。
俺は最初から勝とうなんて思ってない。才能あるやつに勝てるなんて思ってないよ。
Oh. But even then, like, here's the thing: is he might think that he's faking his way there, but realistically, that's what acting is, right? Like, you have talent because you have the ability to go out and step up and showcase everything that you've done on camera. You know, clearly now coming onto the stage, doing so on and so forth. But the fake can be more real than the real thing. Absolutely. But I guess if I'm going to be real, how many of you guys have this negative self-talk? Because this is very fucking common out there. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do that great. I won't probably make it. I'm probably not going to be that good. You know, it happens to a lot of people. And it's a very common aspect or thing that comes up, right? Every time. So how do you deal with it? How do you censor yourself back in to be able to deal with that self-talk? Because right now we have to remember, Aqua as a character is someone with a lot of cognitive distortions, who clearly uses his defense mechanisms, who uses a lot of defense mechanisms to justify the world around him. Which, by the way, Twitter, you really want to come for me for saying that people like in adult relationships, like the conversation should be in those relationships? Y'all are weird. Outside people should not have influence or stuff in that relationship in of itself. But that's what I'm trying to go ahead and highlight is when it comes to defense mechanisms, when it comes to cognitive distortions, those are some of the key things that we need to go ahead and highlight and talk about, right? Like, for example, how many of you guys have identified that you have all or like black or white thinking, all or nothing thinking? Maybe you minimize, maybe you catastrophize. Hold on. I'll make an example of this. Like, if we're looking at Aqua, what does he have? And what do you have in that way? Is it 109 degrees right now? Yes, it really is. Yes, it really is. What do you have? And what does the whole menu? For some of us, it can be the whole menu. But what do you guys think Aqua has in that self, right? As we're going through this, I want you guys to go ahead and pay attention. What cognitive distortions does Aqua have? And how does that showcase his frame of thinking for every scenario, positive and or negative?
新宿の連中全員皆殺しにしてやりなさい。
黒川、そこの演技はもう少し強めでいい。周りのテンションに合わせて。
わかりました。強めの演技こうかな。
新宿の連中を全員皆殺しにしてやりなさい。
OK、その感じでいこう。次、
Oh no. Oh no. That's like the worst thing to hear from a director, brother. Yikers. All right, let's move on. We're not going to go ahead and revisit this. We don't have time. Oh. As a theater junkie, dude, yeah, whenever I heard that from a director, I'm like, how the fuck did I fuck up? Like, what do I gotta change? What the fuck?
新宿、有馬から。
はーい。今のでいいんだ。渋谷ってどっちだっけ？
行ったことないのか？
そんなわけないだろ。何度も言ってる。バカにするな。
怪しいぞ。こいつ時々なまるしな。
え、なまってた？いつ？
気づいてなかったのか？
Oh, here we go.
今
The
回の
fucking.
舞台、私は立ち上がりが少し悪かった。原因はこの脚本にある。私の演じるさや姫は原作でもあまり出番が多くない。最初は陶器のヒロインとして登場してたものの、敵役だった剣とのカップリング人気が上昇。陶器の相方としての出番を食われる結果となる。
Oh.
いわゆる負けヒロインというやつだ。
I wonder where you can draw inspiration from this from. I wonder where you could draw inspiration from this from. Oh no, the fucking pain, brother. I love it when writers do this, but no, a big thing through this is you'll often get scripts where like you might play a minimal character and you have to make up their backstory that leads them into this point. And I think that's what separates like good actors from great actors, right? Is great actors are able to go ahead and encapsulate this and just fucking run with it and go fucking wild with it. And it's hard, man, especially if you only have one or two lines and you got to make those one or two lines worth it. But like, yeah.
原作最新話では言い名付け設定もほとんど死に設定になってる不遇のキャラクター。
Aww.
男の人は剣みたいな表情豊かで生き生きした子が好きなんだよね。
そうだね。原作でもそっちに舵切ってる感じあるよね。
おとなしくしてるとこういう子に全部持ってかれる。さや姫の出番が少ないということはキャラ分析の素材が少ないということ。
Right.
妄想で欠けたピースを保管して自分の中でキャラを作り上げなきゃいけない。ただ私のキャラ解釈と脚本の解釈はだいぶ食い違ってるようだった。
Sure.
というか原作とだいぶ違う。めちゃくちゃ記号的なキャラにされてる。本来姫は内気で人を殺めることに葛藤を抱いていた優しい子なのに、舞台の尺を省略するためにだいぶ戦いに前のめりになっている。これじゃ殺戮大好きなクレイジーだよ。漫画を演劇という違うメディアに落とし込むために。
But even through that, right? Because there are moments, there are things called beats in the script, right? Blue girl's winning chance 10%. Also, it's a harem 50%. But there are moments in scripts that are written for specific beats, right? Where sometimes a big script is shortened down, and all of a sudden you gotta placate that emotion. You have just instead of like 30 pages, right? Which, by the way, if you have a character that monologues for fucking like more than 5 pages, we have an issue. We have a very serious issue, right? If it's like, oh, well, don't you see that my plan is, I'm so perfect, and you're not understanding the true elegance of this 500 IQ play, and because I'm able to go ahead and monologue for 500 for 5 pages off of what my truth and desires are and whatnot, like, there's an issue in that as well. Absolutely, right? There's a difference between a character, 5 pages worth of material for a monologue, and then 5 pages that is divided between everything up for you to gain those context clues. And even past that, shortening that down, right? And understanding that there are beats and you have to play those beats accordingly. The pauses, this is my now decision, right? Is what separates that eagerness from being able to go ahead and settle on it and have your decisions weigh a little bit more. Kind of curious how she's going to play this out. Super fucking interesting that they're taking this theatrical approach as to how to build a character. Beautiful.
多少の変更は仕方ないとしても、 脚本家にあまりにも便利に使われてる。不憫だよ、さや姫。原作でも不遇なのに舞台でもこんな扱いだなんて。
Gotta go outside the script.
でもしょうがないよね。原作の先生がこれで OK 出したんだもん。これでやるしかないんだ。
やっほー、来ましたよっと。
オークは調子はどうだ？
別件の脚本スケジュールがガタガタでね、朝までに修正よこせとか言われて大変だったよ。眠い眠い。
脚本のゴアさん来てるな。
うん。
今日は原作者も来るらしいから挨拶がてらかな。
ねえ、この脚本ってどう思う？ちょっと原作とは違うでしょ？
ああ、でも割と原作に準拠した脚本だと思うぞ。
Oh no.
俺が前に出たドラマの脚本に比べて90倍あるし。
今日はひどかったもんね。
気になるところがあるなら直接聞いたらどうだ？
ダメだよ。演技の指導は演出家から受けるもの。
But even through that, as an actor, you should still have the ability to say, hey, you know what do we think about this character together? Look, how can we go ahead and verge this character to start, like, yeah, you gotta ask questions and you gotta be straight up about it. You can't be afraid, Akane. You can't be afraid.
混乱するでしょ。他の役者と演技のダメ出しし合うのも金田一さんは良しとしてないくらいだし。
スマッシュヘブンの公演はこれそう？まだ席用意できると思うけど。
ああ、
すみません。
Oh, he's
ロ
doing.
バが脚本について質問があるみたいなのですが、演出の金田一さんの意見を踏まえてお伺いできたら。
ちょっとハクハ
二人同時に聞けば筋は通るだろ。
それはそうだけど。
There we go.
何？
言ってみろ黒川。
さや姫のキャラクターなのですが、なんていうか脚本からだとキャラが少し理解できなくて、この意図というか。
ああ、原作よりだいぶ好戦的な感じだしね。
So they're very aware of it.
原作だともっと葛藤が。
まあね、そこは僕もかなり悩んだ。ただその葛藤を演劇というメディアに変換したとき、できないことはないけど、やや尺を取りすぎてしまう。
See what it takes so much
漫画では
of
大駒の表情一つで語られた心情を板の上から遠い席のお客に伝えるためには、それなりに長い演技が必要になる。
an extra 3, bro. I would take an extra 3 seconds worth, but this is a 2.5D play. I've never done a 2.5D play. I don't know what the fuck if you gotta time that shit because there's movie shit happening in the background or whatnot. But I would rather take an extra 3 seconds worth of someone reflecting inward than being like, well, you just killed my wife. Now we must fight. You know, like, no. An extra 3 seconds. Yeah, exactly. But that's the main thing. It's like, how do we go ahead and incorporate that all together? 3, 5, 10 seconds every time she says anything. Yeah?
ただでさえ登場人物が多く、様々
My
な
wife.
そうする群像劇を2時間程度の尺に入れ込むとなると、シンプルに整理する必要がある。
Sure.
じゃないと、すべてのシーンが散漫になるし、お客に伝わりづらい作品になってしまう。すべて原作通りにするなら、脚本家という職業はいらない。盛り上げるところをしっかり定めて、要素を取捨選択していく。僕も原作のファンだからさ、あんまり手を入れたくないんだけどね。そういう汚れ役も僕の仕事のうちだと思ってるからさ。と言っても演じるのは黒川さんだから、引っかかってる部分があるなら今からでも直すよ。
甘やかすな。俺も原作は最初の何巻かは読んだが、さや姫の心情を入れればノイズになる。いっそ活発なキャラにしたことで対立構造がシンプルになり、見せたい部分を分かりやすく見せることができている。作家として。
But here's the thing is, who are you placating to? And I feel like this is often the issue that's been coming from a lot of like media and whatnot, which is, I hate to put it out there, there are probably a lot of 0 IQ individuals out there that a peanut is probably smarter than them. For going to be a matter of fact, where media literacy is literally going into the fucking garbage. I hate to be real about it, right? Where like people are simplifying in the scripts like hard to understand emotions and concepts to very simple emotions and concepts for the audience to gather and understand. That's unfortunate. It is extremely unfortunate because it means that like media and whatnot is being dumbed down, right? To where they think that you're not able to go ahead and understand overarching concepts. Key aspect of this, the power of one, the power of two, the power of many. From fucking Star Wars, brother. Key concept to go ahead and highlight. And in case you guys are wondering, yes, that is fucking real. And yes, they like it was a group of people doing that. Like, that's why I'm highlighting it. It's like sometimes we need to go ahead and care a little bit more as to like how you're gonna go ahead and like placate this, because even changing the instances like this, it can change the characters like in totality, right? The justification is that Princess is not major or popular enough. Right. But if they are the epitome of a scene or that carries through a section, even though they don't have a lot of lines, the care should be put into that character as well. And that's a big thing through that.
この判断は間違っていない。だから採用した。この舞台においてお前の役割は心情の深さを見せることじゃない。人物たちの対立を分かりやすく見せる舞台装置としての説得力なんじゃないか。
だそうだけど納得できたか。
うん。分かりやすくか。
はーい、お疲れ。スペシャルゲストがお越しです。
あ、こんにちは。
東京ブレイド作者のアビコ先生。と、一人の吉祥寺と申します。吉祥寺先生、お久しぶりです。有馬さん、今日はの打ち上げ以来ですね。さんもまたお会いできて嬉しいです。
光栄です。
先生、お久っす。ああ。
When you fuck up so bad that you're just like, oh, dude, bro, that would fucking sting. Holy shit. どうも。
分かっちゃいるけど、やや塩対応だな。そりゃお前、京アマではめちゃくちゃしてたしな。原作者からしたら親の敵みたいなもんだろ。
先生、はじめまして。
ほら
先生、ちゃんと挨拶して。
イケメンと美女は目を合わせただけでテンパる。
It's a Twitter sensei. Making eye contact with anyone flusters me. Oh, poor dude. Oh.
わかるけど。
ゆっくり見学なさってください。
ありがとうございます。
Bochi pilled sensei.
どうですか、先生。
みんな演技上手。いい舞台にできると思う。
そりゃ、ララライは一流の役者しかいませんから。
Oh.
たくさん練習してくれてるんですよね。
先生、舞台の時は練習じゃなくて稽古って言った方がいいですよ。
She's so cool. They're so kawaii. He's so kawaii. Fuck.
すごいな。
She's kawaii?
私
I'm
に
not
は
even
でき
sure.
ない。だからこそあれですよね。私が言わなきゃですよね。
Are they gonna point it out?
脚本って今からでも直してもらえます。
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. They're probably gonna be straight up about it. They're probably gonna be straight up about it. Like, hey, yo, like it's wonderful. They're doing great. We gotta change shit. Like, you know, like, yes, all the characters are like doing wonderful in certain regard, but we gotta change shit. Like,
ますか。
もちろんですが、どのあたりを。
どのあたりっていうか。
all of it. All of it. All of it.
全部。
That's fucking me, bro. That is literally me with some of the fucking plays that I've had to go through and like direct or whatnot, like halfway through. The fucking tone, the whole thing. Oh, dude, I fucking love it. I fucking love it. We're gonna back it up. That was fucking hype. That was fucking hype.
私が言わなきゃですよね。脚本って今からでも直してもらえますか？
Yeah.
もちろんですが、どのあたりを？
どのあたりっていうか、その全部。
That's so fucking good and true. I mean, sometimes if you go through, for example, I've been told to go ahead and direct, like invited to come and direct a show when it was halfway through production. All right, I hate to put it this way, halfway through production, right? And because the director left, I go in there, and like the assistant director didn't want to do it. They all had left, and I go in there and I'm like, cool. I see what they had done, right? I stand up and I'm like, great job, everyone. And I turn over to like, the stage manager and the other people there. And I'm like, we're changing everything. They're like, what? And I'm like, we're changing fucking everything. There's a lot of like amateur mistakes that need to be fixed almost immediately. We're changing the entire thing. We're reworking this, even if we have to go. We'll meet the deadline, but we'll do it in this way. Sometimes you need to fucking do it. Like the actors can be absolutely wonderful. Actors can be absolutely wonderful, but sometimes they need that direction to go ahead and like be the best that they can be, right? And oftentimes, I hate to put it this way, but like she might want to give more time for someone to shine in particular, What the fuck? I have fucking goosebumps, bro. I have fucking goosebumps, brother. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. For free. What the fuck? Hold on. Hold on. This ending is amazing. I know some of you guys might be like, well, the opening is the opening visuals are fucking great. The song we could talk about. But literally, her being like her literally breaking out of the glass case that she's in, right? Being liberated in that. And the color seeping through it, like even like a Rorschach element to it, right? Where quite literally we have aqua coming through, right? The different colors as they're being presented come on through in different semblances, the world being shifted. So fucking beautiful and powerful in that, right? Where she's being enraptured by this like different colors, different paintings, different whatnot. Being happy in her own little world until everything breaks, right? So hold on, boom. Well, it looks like a keychain. Is that what it is? Or is it keys? What is this? Looks like a keychain, keys, something. Comes through. She grabs it. And it breaks. Is something drastic going to happen to Ruby at the end of the season? Or maybe midway through the season? Because the way that this is set up is such a carefully like created aspect of self where that like glass world that she's in just completely shatters and she's trying to get away from it. That is so fucking interesting and so fucking powerful, right? Someone being able to break through from the illusion of the world that you've set yourself in. So she does that, right? And she gets up and her dress is black. Is this Dark Ruby? Dark Ruby confirmed? Evil Ruby confirmed? What is this? What is this? And then the fucking crows in the background again. And like, is Odin seeing this shit? Or is she being guided? Like, what is happening in this regard? Because the crows have that symbolism from opening one to this ending fucking symbolism. What the fuck do the crows mean, guys? What do they mean? One thing is, it would be a fucking coincidence. But opening and ending, having the same fucking crows there. What is going on? Is there other parties at play here? Is there a greater force at play here, overseeing what the fuck is happening? Notice how we don't know if she opens the door or not. We notice her grab the door, but we don't know if she opens it or not. I have fucking chills, brother. It's like she has a big decision to make, right? She can keep living in this room, in this world that she's set in, or she can take that next step, knowing full well that it is not as pure or as innocent as what she might imagine it to be. And she's running, and her colors have turned from, you know, the innocent white to the reds and all the different colors that have been like slowly engulfing her throughout this entire time into a pure black, right? And she's running, and she reaches that door to what the unknown might be, and we don't get to see a full cut of that. That is interesting. Man, that's some fucking powerful fucking shit right there. And the crow circling around as though something's dead. Like vulture status, dude. Holy fuck. Wait. Because this thing comes down, and that's what breaks it. And the crow just comes and picks it up. Was the crow the one that dropped this, and she picked it up, and it literally shattered her whole fucking world for her? And it's the crow just picking it back up and fucking dipping as though like they're fucking influencing everything? Wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. No. Wait, fucking wait, brother. What the fuck is the symbolism with the crow? Like, clearly this is going to be a major fucking plot point or major fucking thing at play here in some way, shape, or form, right? Clearly, from the looks of it, from opening one and the fucking ending here. But what the fuck is this, bro? Because clearly it allowed her to break through her fucking world, through the facade of the world that might have been, to be able to go on forward. And the crow just comes back and picks it up. And so it's something else is going to fucking happen. Holy shit. What a fucking ending. What a fucking ending, ladies and gentlemen. Good shit. Really, really good shit. What a way to bring us back into this world in a like soft way. Like it was really interesting. It brought us back, introduced us to all the characters and everything that's happening there, which is absolutely fucking beautiful and absolutely great in of itself. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say this. I have so many more questions. So many more questions. So many fucking more questions. I have a whole theory about Mem and about what jealousy and envy can look like for someone her age. And I have a weird feeling she might play a bigger role later on down the line. I still want to go ahead and see, will Mami Miyako ever enter a confrontation stage? And what will that look like, right? At some point in the future, if that comes to be, or is she going to come back as a major character at some point in time? Will Ai's legacy be revisited? What will be the major plot points be going forward? I have so many fucking questions, guys. But this is a really good fucking show. I can't recommend it enough. What a way to come back into this. And what a phenomenal fucking episode to come back into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give this fucking episode a solid 9 out of 10. 8.5, 9 out of 10. It was really good. And especially like if you know the theater world, looking into this, you already see some of the concept that they're trying to go in and incorporate. Let me know how you guys feel. Let me know down in the comments below. Share the hell out of this video because YouTube seems to have an issue with their channel, even though we're a psychoeducational channel. Share it if you guys like some of the concepts that we talked about. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all. Practice some self-care. Come and join us every Friday. Every Friday is Oshinoko Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Every Friday is Oshinoko Friday. So come and join us, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all.